The impact of the Israel-Hamas conflict is being felt here in Indiana. Jewish organizations in Indianapolis are watching closely. Tonight, the Jewish Federation of Greater Indianapolis and the Jewish Community Relations Council are holding a gathering in solidarity. WRTV's Jessica Gruenling is at Congregation Beth El Zedek, where that gathering will be starting soon. She's talked with many people who have been impacted by all this. A lot of eyes watching that region. Jessica.
Yeah, Mark, a lot of people are here already. This doesn't start for another 30 minutes, but take a look at how many people have already showed up here at 5 o'clock to get ready for this community gathering. This is put on to not only bring the Jewish community together, but those who want to support them as well. Organizers say the last 48 hours have been exhausting, and many are still left in shock.
My necklace says, Am Yisrael Chai, which means the people of Israel live.
Helen Kurlander Goldstein is the president of the board of directors for the Jewish Federation of Indianapolis.
This is extremely personal to us. It is something that we would never have expected human beings would do to other human beings.
2 days after Hamas initially attacked Israel, the shock is still there. Goldstein says it's an attack on people, and the impact of it is far-reaching.
There is not a single Jewish person in this community that doesn't have a friend, a family member, or know someone who's in Israel.
For Goldstein, that's her son Eitan. He's a lawyer in Israel, currently having to stay in bomb shelters at night in Tel Aviv.
Of course, I'm very concerned, but I'm so proud of him. He's helping to ferry some of the soldiers to their military bases. He's helping friends who've had family members killed. And I'm proud that he's there standing by Israel, as we all are.
To make it clear, I stand with Israel because of them saving my life.
Vincent Edwards jumping on a Zoom call from his hotel room in Greece. The former Purdue basketball player signed a contract to play in Israel this summer. They played their first game on Friday. The next morning, he was waking up to phone calls and the sound of missiles.
When I woke up, I heard the next siren, and then that's when you just heard these loud explosions, just like boom, boom. And it was... everybody just get to bomb shelters, get into your places, get into, the safety places that are built into your apartments. And I was probably in that room from about 7 a.m. to at least 11 going on noon.
That night, he was able to get to the airport.
They sent 150 missiles around like Tel Aviv, around the airport and that area. And it was like a movie.
Now safely in Greece, he says he's still wrapping his head around what he experienced and what's happening in the place he's been living in for the last few months.
I think that day was a day I'll never forget for the rest of my life, that's for sure. There is no justifying for what's happening to innocent people.
The conflict also touching the IU women's basketball community. Sophomore guard Yarden Gerzon is from Israel. In a statement, she says, in part, I can't find the words to explain what my country has been through in the past 2 days. While my family is safe, my sister is serving, as most of my friends are, with military forces as well. And this not only affects the Israeli community, but the Palestinian as well, including Indianapolis State Senator Fadi Kadora, who is of Palestinian descent. He issued a statement condemning violence and the loss of innocent lives, saying, quote, as a Hoosier, civic leader, and elected official, I will continue my tireless efforts to continue building bridges of love, compassion, and collaboration between Jewish and Muslim Hoosiers. This community gathering will start at 5:30. They will also hold a prayer as well. The Jewish Federation of Greater Indianapolis says that they understand this is going to be a long, ongoing war and are asking for continued prayers. If you'd like more information on how you can help or donate, we'll have information over at WRTV.com. Live in Indianapolis, Jessica Gruenling, WRTV.
Jessica, very compelling to get all of those different perspectives that you brought to us tonight. Thank you.